Well, today, I'm just going to own every Sony fanboy. Ever. Because I'm frankly sick and tired of dealing with them, and I still have to deal with them on a regular basis. So, what can I own them with? Well, the one fatal flaw in every Sony fanboy's arguments is the greatest system of all time. The PS2. Why does this destroy every single one of Sony's arguments? I mean, not Sony fanboys' arguments. Alright. The PS2. It had something in the early days of the PS2. Hardware failures. Until the slim model came out, you still had hardware failures. And it was really, really bad. It was almost... Actually, I think at one time, it preceded the failure rate of the Xbox 360. It was about 40. It was like 1 in every 2 PS2s died. Now, what caused this problem was the disk drive. The disk drive in the PS2 was horrible. The laser, would just stop working. It would fry. And the first 4 months, what Sony did is they'd send you this little laser. You'd have to pay $40 for it. They send you this little laser to your house. You take it, and then the average consumer, average Joe, isn't going to know how to open this thing. So unless you knew how to open it, you had to take it to a store or someone who knew how to open it and have the little tiny laser replaced. Then after a while, they got smart and let people send it in and they fix it for them. And then this thing had the stupidest design on the planet. First off, you have to turn it on right here before I turn it on over here. So I had to turn it on back here first. Then you had this bay that was useless most of the time. And then this piece of shit right here gave me the most problems on the planet. And they still use this today on the PS3. This stupid little fucking audio video jack right there. That thing is horrible. This thing breaks, and then you have to jiggle it to get it to work right in order to turn on your PS2 so you can see the video. Now this is why it fails. Alright, this is why. Just like the Xbox 360, the PS2 had the most expandable lineup of software, which made it a success. Now, I'm going to do a Sony fanboy impression with another system. You guys are stupid. Dude, it's all about the Gamecube. The 405 megahertz in the Gamecube totally beats the crap out of the PS 300 megahertz processor. Oh, and did we mention? Ooh, we got 142-bit graphics. That thing only has 128-bit graphics. Ooh, and look, we got, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 controller ports. And our memory is a lot more expandable. We can fit 1,056 blocks of a memory card into both of our slots. You can only insert 8 megabytes. Ooh. And look, our discs, even though, look how much more advanced they are. Look how small they are. And guess what? They still have 8 gigabytes on them. Ooh, and our laser drive won't fail on you in the first 2 years of your console's life. That's the GameCube argument. That's exactly the same argument PS3 fanboys are using. So tell me, PS3 fanboys, do you think the GameCube is better than the PS2? And that's just the start of it. The Xbox has a 700 megahertz processor and 220 bits. So, yeah, the GameCube was even left in the dust by the Xbox. Both of them had better graphics, better processors, and with the GameCube, a better disc. The PS2 still won. Why? The PS2 had about almost 2,000 games. The GameCube had somewhere in the relativeness of 400 when it died. And I think the Xbox had about 500 some. So tell me, which one's better? Every console generation almost is fueled by games. A game system is nothing without games. Taking games away from a game system, you have a piece of useless plastic. That's what happens if you don't have games. And as much as I like the GameCube, it wouldn't be worth getting if it didn't have the Nintendo exclusives that it did. And for me, I'm not a big Metal Gear Solid fan. And you know, I like Ratchet and Clank, but not enough to spend $500 to $400 on it. And you know what? The PS3 is a better machine. But when it comes to gaming, software backs the system. And in my opinion, the Xbox 360 is better because the Xbox 360 has the software to back the fact that it's a gaming system, not a media center. Okay? Although it can be used as a really nice one, I don't use mine as a media center. I use mine for games. And I have, if you look at my Xbox 360 profile, I've played over 50 games on my Xbox. And I've played about over 40 games on my Wii. Now, since I have an Xbox 360, for me, it'd be stupid to get a PS3. Because there wouldn't be any games I would really play on it. Let's see. I have about 5 games I want on it. 5. And the system costs $100 more than what I already have. So, you explain to me why, in a person who already has an Xbox 360, why it is better to get a PS3 right now for me. In my opinion, if you have an Xbox 360, there's no reason to get a PS3. If you have a PS3, there's no reason to get an Xbox 360 unless you want a lot more games. And if you want to know something, the PS3 is more of a casual system than the Xbox 360. Now, you guys argue all you want, but the fact is that the Xbox 360 has more games, and you can't deny that. And in my opinion, the gaming system is based on the games. Why do you think I don't have an Xbox on my shelf? A black original Xbox. Could it possibly be the exact same reason why I don't have a PS3?